Inflammable substances. The word itself gives us a small idea of what we mean by inflammable substances. These are those substances which have a low ignition temperature and catch fire very easily. That is why you must have seen behind the oil tankers it is written highly inflammable, containing petrol and diesel, with a danger sign there. You can see there it is written behind the tankers, it is written highly inflammable, and this is a symbol of fire here. It means that these substances catch fire very quickly, even at the spark of a light. That is why when you go to petrol pumps, there it is already mentioned that switch off your mobile phones. Why? Because even a small spark of fire can ignite the whole petrol pump, and there may be a big blast because of the fire. So these substances are those substances which have low ignition temperature. Meaning of low ignition temperature is that they catch fire very easily. Say for example the gas used at your home. At the spark of the gas lighter, the gas catches fire. So that is also an example of inflammable substance. Petrol, diesel, alcohol are some common examples of inflammable substances. There is high risk of catching fire. That is why they are transported by special tankers, so that there is no accident by fire. Let us perform a small activity to see some highly inflammable substances. Ignition temperature. As you can see, this ignition is related to combustion. Ignition temperature is the minimum temperature at which a substance catches fire, or in other words, a minimum temperature required by a combustible substance to catch fire is known as ignition temperature. Ignition temperature is also known as kindling temperature. We can define this as the minimum temperature at which the substance catches fire. Let us take a small example. I have a lump of cotton with me and I bring it near the flame of a candle. You can see that it catches fire as soon as I touch it to the flame of the candle. So the cotton has acquired some ignition temperature before catching fire. That minimum temperature is known as ignition temperature. Now let us see what happens to this piece of plywood. This piece of plywood too catches fire, but not at the same time as cotton, because every substance has different ignition temperature. Some substances catch fire very fast, whereas some substances catch fire slowly. Say for example, when we start burning wood, it takes a longer time. But when we go near our gas and use the lighter, very quickly the gas starts burning. So both these substances have different ignition temperature. The ones which burn very fast have a low ignition temperature, whereas substances which take longer time for burning, for igniting, they have a higher ignition temperature. Let us see what is an ideal fuel and what is the meaning of calorific value of a fuel. A fuel is a substance which burns to produce heat energy, and it is used in our day-to-day lives. The fuel which is used in your homes for cooking, it may be LPG, it may be firewood, or it may be kerosene, it may be gobar gas. It produces heat, which is a form of energy and helps in the process of cooking. Some fuels are also used to produce energy. For example, in vehicles, petrol and diesel, they are used in vehicles which produce energy and which helps in moving the vehicles. So they are also examples of fuel. Fuels may be of three types: solid, liquid and gaseous fuel. While solid fuels may be coal or wood or even cow dung cakes, which are used in villages. Liquid fuel may be petrol, kerosene or diesel. And gaseous fuel are of many types. They may be LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, CNG, compressed natural gas. You must have heard of CNG as a fuel, which is a very good fuel. So these fuels are used for producing energy, and it is used in our various day-to-day activities. Ideal fuel. What is a proper fuel? Actually, no fuel can be proper. A fuel must meet all the requirements of being a good fuel. It must have a proper ignition temperature. It must be easy to transport. It must be cheap. It must produce less smoke and more heat. It must be easy to store. However, it is not possible to get a proper or ideal fuel in any kind of fuel. Say for example, LPG is an ideal fuel, but then there is a risk of explosion. We must have heard in TVs, in newspapers, that a house was on fire because of the explosion of a cylinder. So wood is a fuel, but then the transportation is very difficult. Storage is difficult. Sometimes on a wet day, it takes a long time for the wood to catch fire, and moreover it produces lot of smoke and causes pollution of the air, which is a major factor. So we have to consider many things in order to select a fuel to be an ideal fuel. However, we should select the fuel which produces more heat and less or no smoke, because we have to think of sustainable development. We have to think of our environment also, a green environment. That is why we have to select or go for clean fuels or green fuels. The other important topic here is calorific value. This calorific value is the unit of how much heat is produced when we burn any substance. In science, there are units for many measurements. It is a unit of measurement of how much heat is produced. Say if we burn a fuel, how much heat is produced, how much energy is produced. That is the meaning of calorific value. By definition, it is the amount of heat produced when 1 kg of fuel is burned completely, and it is represented by the unit kilojoules per kg, because this joules is the unit of heat. Sometimes we also use calorie as the unit of heat. So this unit represents the calorific value of a fuel. And let me tell you, the calorific value of hydrogen as a fuel is the highest. If we compare hydrogen, petrol and wood, wood has the lowest calorific value. It produces less heat and more smoke. However, hydrogen produces more heat. That is why it is used as a special fuel in rocket hydrogen. Therefore, a fuel which is selected at home needs to have a high calorific value, a proper ignition temperature, a facility for storage, facility for transportation. The cost of the fuel must not be so high, and moreover it must be environment friendly, because we have to think for the environment. So these are very important components of this chapter, combustion and flaming.